Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers showcase video. In today's video, we're looking at another large building, and this one is called the Humboldt Research Facility, a Daily Trade Outpost, which is this lovely thing right here. So this is a gigantic outpost featuring everything you need to survive in survival mode and to provide all the services needed for incoming customers. Pressing F10 and finding it in the spawn menu, we'll take a look at its block count, and we'll have a very brief look around the outside, then we'll get onto the meat of it on the inside. So here it is. It says in the workshop menu that it is 51,593 large blocks, using no DLC packs, no mods, and no scripts. We've got all the information about it written here. We'll give this a thumbs up, we'll move all the way around over to here, and like I said, we'll have a brief look around the outside, then we'll go and head on inside. So starting all the way over to here, what we've got is a set of landing pads, which have also got some collectors right next to the connector. So you come fly over here, unload all the stuff you collected, and pump it directly into this outpost. If we were to get a bit closer and look around to here, this is how the pads have been set up. We've got some lovely lights on these white blocks. There's our connector and collector setup. We've also got some projector blocks which are currently acting on a timer block, which are creating these little arrows that point all the way down to the ground, so if you're a ship flying in from a distance, you know exactly where you want to land. So there we go, you can now see it from the distance. If we were to drop down and come underneath the pad, all the way down to here, we do have a land vehicle entrance with a nice lot of detail going around it, as well as a window to peer inside over there. If we were to continue around the outside, we got some great use of our letter block spelling out the name of the facility, as well as another window to peer inside. As we continue around, we do have a few guns on here to make sure we are protected from the odd pesky drones. Let's take a look down there. Some fantastic use of our auction farms all connected up into the station so we don't suffocate, and some nice use of the atmospheric thrusters for some additional decoration. If we look all the way down to here, what we're going to see is a lovely glass tube that comes from the main station where all the public people, all the customers are going to be sitting, that goes across into the main secret research facility where a lot of nefarious things are going on. I'll lead across over to here. We've got a lovely tower that sticks all the way up, which has been angled via some landing gear, which I thought was quite a nifty thing. As you see in here, it's at a slight angle, and if we continue moving down through all of this, what we'll see eventually, if I can find it, I think it's right here, yes it is, a landing gear just holding the tower together. So that's how that has been angled, but there's nothing much going in there. And we can look down over to here where we see our lovely garden with our fake trees and a giant glass dome surrounding it. We'll just come and take a quick look over to this section right here, which is the lab where the nefarious things are going on. Come all the way over to here and peer down at this. We see some great use of a rotor spinning around acting as an extraction fan. Then just around the outside of this building, there we go. So yes, it is a very brief look around the outside of this. This is mainly the inside where all the fun is going to happen. Just grabbing hold of my character, we're standing on the landing pad. Now we're just going to walk around over to here. We do have some nice bits of decoration made out of these glass blocks. You're going to see these quite a lot. And it's basically like a fuel tank. I think that's what it's meant to be. But it's going to hold some liquid inside it, and you'll unload it into wherever it needs to go. We'll just walk around over here. We've got a doorway to go inside the station. So the doorways are on a timer block. We can just press that, which will call the elevator up to allow us to head down. And here it is, right on time. So we can come onto this, and what we're going to do is something very, very wonky. We're going to find the button, we're going to press down, and we're going to start moving down. If I come into third person view so you can sort of see the outside, we're not going straight down, but we also pivot all the way down. And then the pistons will eject us all the way to the very bottom, and now we're on the inside of the station. Here we go. What we got over on this side is the rover area where we can open it up, come through here, and this is going to be where we can drive our land vehicle in and out, and the hangar doors we saw earlier, which are right below the pad. Yes, we do have a maintenance area which we can walk through into here, which features our reactors, our large cargo containers, and plenty of areas where we can walk up and walk around to the stuff right above us. So we can walk up to here, we can access our reactors, and we can walk all the way around to here, up these steps, and we can get a good view inside the rover bay, as well as access to the large cargo container up there. So that is this area around here, and I don't think there's anything inside it. No, it is not, so you will need to fill it up with stuff if you want to. This is the rover bay. We have a button panel right here. So number 1 over here is going to be to open up our hangar doors. Number 2 will be to switch them off and pause them in place. And number 3 will be for the lights in this room. But they don't seem to be doing much because I had to turn off the shadows because it was a wee bit laggy inside here. Walking around here, we've got some fake cargo containers made out of some steel blocks. We've got our refineries here to refine anything you drop off into the collectors, as well as a few connectors on the floor there to lock your vehicle in place. If we come back through here, all the way through, we'll now head over to the sort of customer area, the visitation area, and then we'll go further into the station. This is what we get around here. We've got a great view of the tower over there. Walking through here, this is the main visitation area. We've got all of our shops and setups ready for you to spend your money or even spend a night here. Got some fantastic use of our projector block, projecting all the different signs above the shops here. We can come all the way over to here. We've got a credit thing where we can press it, and we get some space credits. How about that? So if you're poor as shit, you can press that button and now you'll be rich. Over to here, we've got our postal services. So if you want to send a package or a letter, you can just come over to here, but it looks like no one is on the tills at the moment, so you can't send anything. Once again, we've got this weird little container thing that we saw at the very start, as well as a few bits and bobs in their little carrier containers we transported elsewhere. If you were to come through this section, we do have a friendly robot ready to serve you. So we've got this guy sitting right here. He just rotates around, lifts his arms up and down, and he peers at you constantly with his camera. We also got some unfinished blocks around here. We've got some cargo containers where we've got some magazines which you can take, as well as some handguns in case you needed. As well as a few of our target dummies just littering the area. We come all the way around to the opposite side here. We've then got some survival items, our medical supplies, oxygen bottles, data pads. And over to this side, we've got our general tools we can come in and collect if we want to. We want to come all the way around to over to here. We've got a disclaimer where we do not guarantee the functionality of our products sold. If you run into problems while running from an angry alien, we suggest you contact the tech support of the manufacturing company. Happy running. So there we go. If we were to come out of here and walk all the way around through to this section, then come to the Ad Astra, which is going to be like a little sitting area where we can wait for our ship to come in and get transported elsewhere. So as you can see here, we've got our transportation sign where we can see the planets they are going to. We can see the types of transportation, as well as a little desk for you to be served. So you might be standing here and telling you where you need to go. And while you're waiting, you can sit on the chair. Coming out of that and walking all the way around to here, we've got a few more places where we can go. So coming up to here, and then got the administrative offices and the habitation. So coming around to here, this is the admin area. Opening up the door, unfortunately it is under construction and simply being used as storage. So here we go with that. We've also got a few control seats sitting right here showing you what's going on. And this is mainly for the imaginary transportation system that's going to be flying in and out of the station. We come out of there, close up that doorway. That's going to be the glass tube that we saw going over to the Humboldt Research Center. Looking around here, this is our habitat where we can come all the way through. In fact, we won't go through there just yet. We do have our trade posts and our contracts right here, as well as another sitting area and a nice view outside of the Mars planet. Come through here. This is the habitation area where we can spend the night here or even spend the rest of your lives if in case you got enslaved. Opening up the doorway, this is what we get. Well, a little button panel, which we can use to then turn on and off the LCD screen right here, and a cryopod to sleep in. So there we go, it's a very cozy little room. Yes, we can just press this to turn it on and off, and that's all we get. Now it's going to be the same for all of these little rooms coming through here, except for this ending part where we've got a medical bay to respawn on and to change your outfits. So there we go with that. Looking out the windows. There we go. Coming out of that habitation area, we're going to come through the lovely glass walkway, which is through here towards the biodome and the laboratory. So walking through here, it's a very nice setup with all the glass pieces everywhere. Fantastic view all the way around the place. Just looking up and around, we can see the tower peering down from above. Just walking all the way through to here, and this is what we get. So coming into here, we've got a split in the path where we can go to the research facility, we can go to the area with all the trees, or we can come to the cafeteria where we can order something to eat, thanks to this helpful little robot right here. we can see what's on the menu. Oh, we've got some pulled pork, some fried potatoes, some cabbage salad, ew. And we've got some cheesecake. Yes, cheesecake. Give me all the cheesecake. No, he doesn't look like he wants to serve us. Can walk around here to see what he's up to. Got some good use of our ore detectors. Oop, I'm stuck in the robot now. Yes, we've got some fantastic use of the ore detectors acting as those little drink dispensers. We can see the fake little cooking area. And there we go with that. This is the sitting area where we can eat our food, discuss whatever you want to discuss with your fellow engineers. You can look outside at the pad where we started, where the arrows are pointing all the way down. Walking over to here, we've got ourselves a vending machine where we can press this, and we'll get some ice. Pressing this one, we'll get some Clan Cola. And we can just spam the shit out of that, and hopefully it'll just pump out all the Clan Colas. Maybe not. It's got a restriction. Oh, there comes another. Oh, God, now they're all coming down. Let me just grab all them. And we'll come out of there and continue around over to here. So over to here, we've got ourselves a information sign, which tells you everything about the station. Walking around over to here, we then got this blueprint was made in 70 hours. And have you seen a Cadwick? Moving all around over to here, we've got thanks for checking out this blueprint. Then around over to here, we just got Cadwick ... That's a very nice little information sign. Coming around over to here, because we want to go to the foresty area first of all. We have got a lovely red button, and that has been trademarked apparently, where we can open up the hangar doors, and we'll come through to our botanical garden. We've got lovely trees made out of some steel blocks. Look at all of these projector blocks acting as butterflies floating around. It's absolutely fantastic with how this has all been set up. So there they are, just floating around like so. These are our trees, our grass, our flowers. Absolutely fantastic with how it's all been set up. Look at all of this. Incredible. And the sheer time that must have gone into these trees. It's absolutely amazing. Yes, we've got some little computer screens around here with some air vents acting on there. I don't think they currently work, they're just there for decoration. We can come all the way around over to here where we see some information about this room. Where we can see the oxygen, the carbon dioxide, the nitrogen, and all that. And another flicking LCD screen. Moving around and looking at this area, this is what we get. Oh, it looks like we got ourselves maybe a bird over there. It could be a rabbit, or maybe some kind of alien butterfly. We do have a sitting area right here where we can sit and peer at all the trees here, and the tower looming above us. And there should be, around to here, a small little aquarium. We've got some water in here. We've got a warning sign saying do not release the aquatic tank. So there's probably something deadly sitting inside it. So there we go with that. Walking up to this section, we've got some programmable blocks which currently have nothing going on with it. That is a backwards facing programmable block. And we've got 2 auction farms just sitting in there. I absolutely love this room. This is probably the best room on this whole facility because of how it's all been set up. But enough of this area. What we're going to do is come through to the laboratory where we're going to see the nefarious experiment on all the different alien species. So walking through, once again, a glass tube all the way around over to here. We'll come to another double door. Like so. Then we come into a little intermittent section. Opening this up, coming through here. This is what we get. So these are the little tubes where we've got our alien species sitting inside there. We just come and float up to here. We can see it just standing around inside there. Probably just cryo-frozen or asleep or in some kind of jelly. Yes, it's just sitting inside there. We've got another one over in this chamber right here, which has been connected up to a conveyor to make sure it's not going to die while inside it. And we can just turn around and look out the window. We've got some more LCD screens over here showing us the Xeno tanks. So there we go with that. Turning around over here, we've got one on a table. Perhaps this one has been cut open to see what's going on inside it. We can see how much time is remaining before it wakes up. So if you're going to do something to it, you better do it quickly. Over here, we've got some more tables with some programmable blocks sitting right in front of them. We've got some seats over here to have a rest. And once again, we've got another button where we can press it. And we can get ourselves a med kit in case one of them has turned hostile and attacked you. Moving through over to here, we've got like a section like the tree area we just saw. I want it's going to be little plants growing. So over here, we've got these plants. With a button to turn on and off the light inside there. If we turn around over to this one. There we go. We come around over to this one. Slightly bigger, more pointy. And walking around over to here, even more plants. If we were to look over at this section around here, some more LCD screens, slightly angled. And then we've got some more plants which have been heated up via this thing on a piston. So there we go, that's got to move backwards and forwards and make sure they are nice and warm. But to turn around and look towards the back of the room, we've got these plants over here, which could be plants. They could be alien eggs, which would be quite a dangerous thing to have, but considering everything else in this room is plants, I should hope they are also plants. So there we go with that. We can sit in this seat, nothing going on with it, but we can monitor what's going on with them. If we were to walk around over here, we do have a glass section where we can peer outside at a spotlight just shining up the darkness. And an air vent sitting right up here. Quite a sneaky little area where an unsuspecting so-and-so can jump down onto the scientists and start blasting them. But putting away the gun, that is basically it for what the Humboldt Research Facility has to offer. Oh, I can't fit through that gap. Yes, that is basically it for what the Humboldt Research Facility has to offer. It's absolutely fantastic how it's all been set up. Got lots of stuff going on, especially with the aliens, especially with the plant area. Is incredibly set up, and the sheer amount of detail on this is fantastic. Let's just bring the free camera all the way through to make sure I have not missed anything. I think we did miss out on this little walkway over to here, which is just at the very start of this entrance. In fact, I was right there. Didn't really need to do that. Opening up the doorway, we do have the steps that lead down, which should be somewhere over here. We can come all the way down to the ground, so I'll treat this as an emergency escape out of the research facility in case one of the angry aliens wake up and are not too happy with what you've done to them. Moving the free camera all the way through, I'm pretty sure we covered everything with this station. We've done the customer area, the living quarters, the cafeteria, the botanical garden, and of course the research facility. So as per usual, there'll be a link to it in the description below if you do wish to download and play around with it yourself. I highly recommend you do. And I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.